the Barbecue Pitmaster's Ambient. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? Mark Labriola, the second here with All Things Things, and today we're talking about Flame Boss 200. I feel like there should be some sort of echo when I say that. The Flame Boss 200! And I thought before we end this summer, we need to have a proper barbecue. Let's invite some family over, let's cook a brisket, some pork shoulder, and let's enjoy a beautiful evening together. But first, before we do that, we gotta go shopping. So let's go to the Costco.
What's up, everybody? All right, we're here at the big box store, and we're looking for a good piece of meat. I don't really care how comfortable you are about talking in front of people, but vlogging in public is awkward. Anyway, you slice it. All right, I see the pork butt. Here we are. Now we need a full packer brisket, but I don't see one. Hey, do you have any full packer briskets? I just see the flats down here.
Yeah, and then also, so we've got this and this, but you're also looking with cap on still.
Yeah, I want the whole beast.
Let me see real quick.
All right. All right, they're looking for the whole beast. Yes, he's got one. Costco with the save.
There you go.
All right, I want the biggest, nastiest one.
There was one in here too that I think will probably be perfect for you.
Okay. 18-pounder, that's pretty big. 19, yes.
That's the bad boy.
There he is. It's gonna make a good barbecue.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right, we've got the meat. We've got the beef. Look at this thing. This is like, they just chopped up a cow and threw it in the bag. Okay. All right, so we got our pork butt, we got our brisket, and it is amazing. So now we're gonna head home. We're gonna prep this piece of meat, and we are gonna throw it on the big green egg. All right, so we got the smoker going. The important thing is to get this thing up to temp right away. So here's the Flame Boss. The Flame Boss. So we want 275, and our pit is currently at 193. So anyways, you get that thing up, and then it will just coast all night long and you know, produce some delicious meats. So I'll do just salt and pepper on the brisket and one of the butts. That's actually 2 butts in 1 pack. And then I have this other seasoning that I got from Costco called butt rub, and so we're gonna put that on the other butt. So one with salt and pepper, one with this butt rub. Try it out. And then salt and pepper on the brisket. So the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this brisket up. Okay, there's a lot of fat and stuff on it. I'm gonna trim it up, and then I'm gonna throw it on the grill. Our meat is seasoned and ready to go on the smoker. What's up, everybody? All right, so it's early in the morning. As you can tell, I've got my sleepy eyes and bed head on, and we're here to take a look at the meats to see how they are. They're almost about time to wrap, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look, and we'll go from there. Oh my gosh, look at those beauties. Yikes. Flame Boss 200 is crushing. Wow, okay, all right, so here's the deal. The meat has been on for about 13, 14 hours. Now, when I cook my briskets, I like to first put them on the grill at 275 until it gets a nice, beautiful bark, and usually the temperature is about 186. Then I pull the brisket off, I wrap it in foil, also known as the Texas crutch, and then I put it back on the grill and smoke it for another few hours or until the internal temp reaches 203. Then I pull it off, I wrap it in a towel, I put it inside of a cooler and let it rest for 1 hour to 2 hours. And then we take it out, and it's delicious. There's the Flame Boss 200. As you can see, meat is done. Keeping warm. That is solid. Okay. And then if we look, take a peek inside here, look at that. Got those beauties just cranking away. It's gonna be pretty awesome once we do the unveil.
Wow, Wow, we cooked a brisket. We cooked a beautiful brisket and pork butt. 2 pork butts, actually. So how did we accomplish this? Now, I've been cooking briskets for a couple years now. I can do a brisket like nobody's business, and all my friends and family who come over and have my brisket say it's the best brisket they've ever had. Now, when I first started cooking briskets, I started on the Big Green Egg, which I still use today, and it's one of my favorite smokers. But it's a Komodo style grill. With a Komodo style grill, it allows you to smoke, get those temperatures really low, like 200, 250, and it allows you to grill. So if you want to sear your steaks at 700, 800 degrees, you can crank up the heat on your Big Green Egg and start searing like a boss. Now, the Big Green Egg uses lump charcoal. So with that, the way that you create or decrease heat is by airflow. So you have the top and the bottom airflow chambers, and the more you open those up, the more airflow that goes through, the hotter or the cooler the temp of the grill will be, which is great. And I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for any other type of grill out there. But the problem is, when you buy an expensive piece of meat and you put it on because it's got to cook for 14 to 16 hours, you put it on right before you go to bed, man, you start sweating bullets. I mean, I couldn't sleep. I was up every 2 hours checking my grill temp, checking my meat temp, and I thought there had to be something out there that would solve this problem. Now, there's other grills like the Treager, you know. I'm not going to say anything negative. This show is not about negativity, but I will just tell you that I don't prefer the taste of the Treager. So listen, I could talk about meat all night. And trust me, I could. But I won't bore you. Let's go ahead and look at the delicious results. I want you guys to see this meat. Okay, here we go. Okay, actually what I like to do is I like to put it into a pan so that if we lose any juices or anything, we're good. Okay. So, here we go. Unveiling. Oh my gosh. Can you see that? Steamy goodness. Holy snikes. Ooh. Oh man, this smells amazing. It looks amazing. This is barbecue done right. All right, so let's go ahead and flip it out. All those juices, everything. Oh my goodness. That's hot. It's hot. Too hot for the hot tub. Do you see this? Look at this. Juicy meat. Oh, all right, let's take a taste. Let's see how it tastes. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's like tender, juicy. Taste? Yes, the baby girl wants to try some. What do you think, baby? Tell them. Okay, all right, so that was one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a fork, and I'm just going to pull it apart, and I'm going to cover it in foil, and then we'll move on to the next meat. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is beautiful. So good. Look at that. Do you see that? Caramelized, delicious meat. Oh, yes. In the past, I'd try to cook overnight, and I would just get stressed because, I was worrying if my grill was getting too hot or if it was getting too cold, and it was, constant stress for me. So I couldn't sleep that well through the night. And so now having the Flame Boss 200, I can sleep like a baby and not worry if my meat's going to get overcooked or my grill's going to get too hot or anything like that. So the Flame Boss 200 is the boss. Look at this. Juicy. Look at that. And look at that smoke ring in there. And you can see that meat caramelized. Oh, yeah. Perfect bark. I mean.
Never liked it.
Oh. Are you kidding me? This is delicious. It's like.
It's like the giant volcano exploding of goodness.
Yeah. The giant volcano exploding goodness.
Which one be on YouTube?
That's my amazing wife. Smoke show over here. We're talking about smoke, right? Perfect bark, perfect smoke. You see how it's jiggling like this? That's what you want. You want it to be like Jello almost. This is a perfectly cooked brisket, okay? Delicious and amazing. So the Flame Boss. Now, what I love about this thing is that it connects to my Wi-Fi. I can connect it to my Wi-Fi, I can set parameters for the grill and for the meat, and it will notify me as well as maintain the temperature of my grill. And how it does that is through this little tiny fan that you put into the air intake of the bottom of your grill, and it turns on and off the fan to create more or less airflow to maintain your grill temp. And so what's great about that is that I can connect the Flame Boss 200 to my grill. I can go to bed and not worry that my grill is going to get a gust of air and stoke up the temperature. It allows me to get a good night's rest, and rest assured that in the morning my grill will be humming along at the temperature that I want it to, and my meat will turn out perfect. Now, some of the things I love about the Flame Boss 200 are the fact that I can set a keep warm temperature. So as soon as my meat hits a certain temperature, the grill will kick down and it will maintain a lower temperature to keep my meat warm or at the temperature that I want it to. The other thing is, like I said earlier, is it connects to the Wi-Fi. Say I run to the hardware store to grab some more charcoal, I can check and monitor the temperature of my meat when I'm on the road. It's got graphs and charts so you can see where your meat is, where it's been, where it's going, how delicious it's gonna be. And it's got very simple controls. It's got a menu button, an up button, and a down button, and that's all you need. You quickly scroll through. It's pretty intuitive. I had some issues with the firewall at my house, which wasn't allowing this to connect. And as soon as I fixed those issues, this thing connected to the wireless and I was smoking away. This thing isn't cheap. It's well over $200. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself online. Now, the things that I don't like about this thing are that it feels kind of cheap. It kind of has a plasticness about it. The fan that is connected to the grill feels like a cheap computer fan, really. I feel that's something that's outside that potentially could get exposed to the elements. Say late at night as I'm sleeping, it starts to rain. I don't feel comfortable that this thing would survive. With the exposed cords and lack of waterproofness, I don't know if waterproofness is a word. With the lack of waterproofness, it makes me feel that this thing wouldn't survive. And I feel like if you spend this much money on something, it should feel really quality, especially since it's meant to be outside. But overall, I give this thing about a 6 out of 10 as far as quality goes. But that doesn't stop me from loving this thing and using it on a regular basis in order to get perfect results every single time. And that's all I have to say about that. Your fortune for the day is you will soon be the center of attention. Look for good news. Thank you so much for being a part of the All Things Things community. Punch the subscribe button and click on that little bell so you get notified every single time we release an episode. Have a wonderful day. You are amazing. Wow.